What's happening, y'all? This is Dealer Destro back with another Modern Era G.I. Joe review. And for this video, I figured we would take a look at one of the club figures of the year. I want to say this was the 2014 figure you got for being a membership, and I think that's right around the time my membership lapsed. So I actually caught this dude on a flash sale, and I think I paid like 25 bucks for him. And I'm kind of glad that I did, because online, you're like, sheesh, really? Like an Dr. Mindbender? Like, y'all didn't even give him the black gloves. But in hand, I gotta say this is good. So having said that, I guess we'll jump right in. So, being I opted for the loose version of this guy, I did not get a file card or anything, but it just so happens that I attended this past year's G.I. Joe Con, and he was on sale at the club store. I want to say I picked this up for like 20 bucks or something like that. Carded, mind you, carded. And yeah, I mean, that artwork looks good. Here, it looks like he's got the gloves on, but here, he does not. Which I would have liked to see him with the black gloves. I want to say that's how he was in the movie, and that's what this is supposed to be, is kind of a throwback to the movie scene when they were all fleeing to the hills of the organization that shall not be named. So yeah, so that's what he looks like, carded. That's the card art. As per the usual, looks good. I'm a huge fan of this updated 25th card art presentation that the club is doing. And then as per the usual on the back, you get the full blown up picture, and see that does look more gloved with the highlights hitting it. I could be wrong though. So anyway, so that's the file card. So pause that if you need a minute to look at that and catch up. And I want to say this is the same exact file card they used as in the 25th. So having said that, we'll set this guy to the side. We'll set this to the side, and we'll just take a look at his utensils. So he comes with a laptop with the Cobra insignia on it. And you know, I never noticed that until getting this under the camera. Oh, and that wasn't anything anyway. So yeah. So that's it. And that looks good. Unfortunately, that's about where the story ends, because turning it around, keypad, mouse pad, I want to say LED indicator, maybe to indicate that the unit is on, but nothing on the screen. I would have at least liked to see them do like a sticker, even if it's like a lazy screensaver with just the Cobra screensaver with the login request. Like, that would have been nice. Or maybe some satellite readouts of the Arctic region where they were conducting tests with the broadcast energy transmitter. So yeah, and then he comes with kind of like this if I could pick it up, this World War II-esque pistol. And again, good line work. Saw a couple of these with the Iron Grenadiers. So yeah, good work on the grip there on the clip. Great attention to detail. Again, it's what I would expect given everything we've gotten from this line. And then he comes with this backpack, and I must say it is done very well. So cast in purple has kind of the silver and red accents here to break this up, and it looks nice. So that looks really good. Okay, so some people have a problem with this. Me, I mean, as long as it's not in my face, you know what I mean? Like when I'm displaying the figure and whatnot. Oh, you're gonna give me a hard time, aren't you? So, as long as it's not like blatantly in my face, I don't have a problem with it. And I think for this particular one, it works fine. I really think it does. So, can't really knock them on that. And then he comes with this magic wand, I guess, to mesmerize you or, you know, dazzle you with some BS. But yeah. So I want to say if you get hit with this thing, you are toast. And he will get inside your head. Has a tube, flex tube that runs to the back here. And it just pops right on. And that's it. Woo! Mind control. Alright, now, one thing to call out. This does have a white stand. I guess it's because it's the whole play on the Arctic environment. I want to say maybe Iceberg had one too. I think that was his name. So yeah, 2-peg Cobra stand. Those babies are starting to grow on me. So let me zoom out here. And hopefully this doesn't give me too much grief because of the lighting. So, seems to be holding up pretty good for now. I must say, this is probably the definitive Dr. Mindbender head sculpt. This head sculpt is amazing. Flat out, simply put, amazing. And let's see how close it's going to let me get so we can showcase this. All right, I'm not going to push my luck any further than that. So this is all good. They sculpted that on there. That looks great. The monocle looks great. The eye looks great. The attention to the eyebrows, the mustache. I'm just going to try and get just a smidge closer. You can see right there, they even painted his teeth in. Like that, this is a home run for the club. And I should be saying that review after review, but unfortunately, just given the kind of hit or miss with these guys as of late, I can't. But this here, they absolutely nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. They captured the movie likeness and everything. I want to say this is brand new sculpt. I don't know that I recall seeing this piece being used either. If it has, I apologize. I probably just got to go back and look at some of my figures. But they painted all the buttons on, and it is clean, no breakage outside the lines anywhere. And that's a plus. And the same thing goes for the white. And white is a very difficult color to work with, mind you. Couple nitpicks here. But again, I'm nitpicking on this level here. Fantastic all the way around, even along the trim of the coat here. So, once again, this is what I expect. This is what I expect out of all of my figures. Unfortunately, I won't get it. But, that being said, so moving down, the hands. I don't know if these puppies are cast in flesh tone or if they're painted. Either way, they look they look good. The knuckles, you've got the sculpting of the hand detail here. I mean, this is pretty sharp. All in all, yeah. I like this. I want to see more of this. Can't tell if it has it does have the updated pivot point, and yep. So that's paint in there peeling off the joint. So yes, so these are painted. And that's kind of a bummer, but I guess it works here because the joint is so well hidden that I guess you could move this all day long and not even worry about it. Like seriously. But I hate when they do that. So I should note that. Moving down, this looks like the legs used on the Techno Viper. A little bit of craziness happening right there. In there, nothing that can't be touched up. Again, should you have to touch up a figure at this level? That's the never-ending debate, ladies and gentlemen. And again, for what you're getting at, you know, right under 4 inches, I don't know how much I can complain, because again, look at the attention to detail there. I mean, this is really what you want to shine through. You know, everything else is kind of like, you know, as you look at the figure, it'll kind of mute itself out depending on how the extreme of the flaw, the QC issues or whatever. So anyway, so articulation wise, he moves no problem. Joints feel really, really well toleranced on this figure for some reason. Elbows are just about perfect. We just went over the hands. So it does incorporate the updated articulation. However, because of the sculpt here, you won't get anything out of it. Leg articulation, yeah, you don't get much. And again, this is because of the soft plastic that the coat is made from. Articulation on the ankles, we just kind of went over that, you know, up, down, left, right, pivots well. So really what you'd come to expect from this line here. And again, I mean, I don't really have too many negatives on this figure. I mean, you know, I could say, oh, you know, I wish they would have put white around the cuffs of the, you know, of the jacket, or maybe painted these, you know, accented in white to kind of keep the flow of the figure going, perhaps. But I don't know. Like, I think I'm happy with what I got here. And yeah, so I'm gonna get him kind of, I guess, reassembled, and then we'll come back for final discussions on him. All right, so here he is once again, and we'll just kind of, I guess, end on this note here. So is he worth picking up? He's pretty cheap. I mean, you can probably still get him close to MSRP, if not below. He might even still be on the club site. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if the flash sale, if they were finally able to blow through the rest of their inventory. But yeah, I mean, if you're themed, like I got my stuff kind of, I'm not gonna, there's a little bit of environmental theming. I mean, my collection's themed. I'll leave it at that. So if you have a themed collection and you want a solid addition to put in your Arctic display, he's definitely worth a pickup. Seriously, he is definitely worth a pickup. And I've seen some guys, they go crazy with the Arctic stuff. Like some dudes even fabricate like their own BET, and you know, I tip of the hat to those guys. I want to say AVAC did it, and a couple others. So, you know, big shout outs to those guys, because man, the work that you got to put in to get the look of that thing. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. Yeah, he's definitely a solid pickup. Just strictly for the head sculpt alone, I would say the head sculpt alone is so much money as far as nailing the essence of the character. Yeah, he's definitely a solid figure worth a pickup. Looks really good in Arctic display. I got him displayed with Pursuit of Cobra Destro, a couple of the Ice Vipers, Snow Serpents, Arctic his tanks. And it looks, you know, he looks great despite his oddly colored stand. It kind of, you know, it stands out. No pun intended there. So anyway, so yeah, so definitely would recommend this guy if you don't have him already, or if you're on the fence. You know, I hope that the head sculpt is showing good on the camera. I gotta still work on like the backdrop here, because sometimes I don't know what it is, but the way that the black and the flesh tone, I think I need to have like more of a neutral, less dark color. I don't even know if that made any sense. But anyway, so yeah, so definitely worth a pickup. As far as like a club offering goes, the head sculpt, they knocked it out the park. So I wish I could say that on every other offerings. Unfortunately, I can't, just because of the state of the union. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like what you see, please go ahead and subscribe. We got a lot more coming down, a lot more to talk about. Ruben, I'm still going to finish the October Guard set. I'm going slow on it, buddy. So yeah, So till next time, hope you guys take care and catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks again.